of him on his knees begging for some coochie. Hey you guys, welcome back to Our Awake. So today's conversation was actually inspired by the whole Davido and Trauma getting married and just the whole controversy behind it. I mean, to be honest, it's not really our business. If they want to get married, that's their business. But a lot of conversation was had about it, and I just really wanted to share my opinion because this is a topic that I just have a lot of opinions on. Because as a person who is West African, I know how things are traditionally. However, since I have grown of age and I was able to form my own opinions, and just after observing the way traditionally things are done, a lot of things I just honestly don't agree with. So the conversations that I've been seeing was very versatile. Some people saying that Choma didn't win, and some people saying that she did win by getting the marriage. And I just want women to understand that just because you got the ring doesn't mean anything if it's not coming from a man of value. And when I say a man of value, I'm talking about he got good character, he's trustworthy, he's loyal, all those things. But to say you got a ring from a man who's cheating on you 24/7, you got constant videos coming out of him on his knees begging for some coochie, I think that's really crazy. And it's like Davido's a serial cheater. We always constantly have women coming out. This man has had babies on her. And for some reason, you still have women talking about, oh, congratulations, she got the man, she got the ring, she got the wedding. And it's just all of that for what? What did you really win? Because if you still have to lay up with a man who is stepping out on you consistently, and first of all, you know about it, which is crazy to me. To me, that is a reflection of your lack of self-love, because there is no way that I will know that the person that I'm with is stepping out on me and I'm going to stay with you. Why? Because I value myself, because I have self-love. I respect myself enough to not be with a person who's going to disrespect me like that. But then women like to say because he has a whole lot of money, because he comes from a wealthy family, but also he's a big time artist. But my thing is, you're selling yourself, not her physically selling her body, but you're compromising your self-love for money because of material items. When my thing is, this is not back in the day. You don't need a man to get to the bag. And don't get me wrong, if I had a man and I didn't have to pay for stuff, I would be happy about it, because it's well, thank you, I get to keep my money to myself. You know that whole saying, your money is our money, my money is my money? Yeah, I'm down with that. But my thing is, the part that you guys are missing with this conversation is the fact that this man is stepping out on her and he is sleeping with other women. And he's doing it unprotected, and he has kids from that. No, there's no amount of money and no amount of fame, status that's gonna make me stay with you, and you are the person who is compromising my health. God forbid you come back with something. What are we gonna do? Because if I get something, I promise to God I'm gonna kill you. Let me not say that because I don't want to come off as violent, but that's exactly what I mean. I'm not going to tolerate you stepping out on me because of my health and because of my self-respect. And the part that's getting to me is that there are grown women. I watched a video of an elder, and I'm telling y'all, just because a woman is older than you does not mean she's always a person that you should take advice from. Because there are women out here, just because they have the man, just because they have the ring, just because they have the wedding. And the lady in the video was talking about how Choma won because she got the wedding, and you could tell Davido loves her because of the way he was pausing when he would say her name. I'm like, miss, do you know what love is? Mind you, this is an older African woman. So I extend grace to her because I understand how things are back home. But it's how does she win? How is a man who is constantly cheating on you a win? To me, that's not a win. That's not something to brag about. And then she was saying how the side chicks, they come in and he don't love them. They're playing themselves because they know that he has a woman. So if they come, of course he's gonna accept them because it's women. But at the end of the day, he's gonna go back to his wife. And to me, it's just miss, do you hear how crazy you sound? That is not love. I'm sorry, but that is not love. And if that is how y'all perceive love, that's why I've gotten to a point where it's just I would rather be respected than I am loved. Because you can love me or you can care about me, but you cannot respect me. And if you don't respect me, you're going to go against my boundaries and my standards of my self-respect. But if you respect me, you're going to abide by my boundaries and my standards. And to me, that is love. Like, if you care about me enough to not disrespect me, to not make me feel out of place, to me, that is what I value. Of course, if I'm gonna get married, the person I'm with, of course I want you to love me. But at the end of the day, I value respect more because of that reason. The argument where people like to say, he loves me, that's why he comes back home to me, that is not love. And honestly, I don't see the point in being in a relationship with a person who does not respect you. And I'm the type of person, even with friends, even with family, I will even keep my distance from my parents if I have to, about my respect. So it's not even about because it's a man. No, like, if I uphold that standard with everyone, a man is not exempt from that, especially the person that you're being the most vulnerable with, you're being intimate with, and you're just allowing them to go do their thing and then come back to you. That is the ultimate disrespect to me, because you don't care about my health. You don't care about my body. First of all, do you even respect yourself? Because if you did, you would not be out here willy-nilly sharing yourself with any and everybody. And I literally just made a video on this about the same exact thing and the reasons why I just don't agree with it. And I remember I was watching a video of a young African couple getting married, and the auntie was telling the girl on her wedding day, if your man steps out on you, say you don't care because he's gonna come back to you. And I was just looking at the phone like, are you serious? God forbid you tell me that. And it's like, what type of standard are y'all setting for marriages? And I understand back home, they will go through a lot. Listen, they will go through abuse, they will go through cheating, they will go through your man having 50 kids on you, and they will still stay. But a lot of times back in the day, that's because the women cannot financially support themselves. And I extend grace to those women. However, as times evolve and we see more examples, we have to want better for ourselves. And I just feel like tolerating the same thing that they've tolerated in the past, I just don't think that's smart. This is not a man's world. And the sad part about Davido and Chama's marriage is the fact that this man has been cheating before they even got married. So what makes you think he's gonna stop now? Like, basically, you just accepted being his biggest dummy. That's why he married her, because he knows at the end of the day, I'm always gonna have a person to come back home to, and she's gonna be there. So in his mind, I'm gonna be able to go do whatever I want, but this one right here is secured. That's not a flex. If I'm going to be in a marriage with a person, we need to first of all have a mutual understanding that this is between the two of us. It's not you with this person, me with this person. No, if we're going to come to an agreement to partner together for life, it's just the two of us. It's not no, oh, you're gonna bring in somebody else, I'm gonna bring in somebody else, you go do your thing behind the scenes, I go do my thing behind the scenes. We're not doing that, because at that point, I'm not going to be with you. I'm comfortable with being by myself. And I think that's the problem. A lot of women would choose a man just to have a man versus having a quality man. The same way men look at women and say that they're a reflection of them, you are a reflection of me. If I'm claiming you as mine, there is no way you're about to be out here running the town freely. It's just not happening. At that point, if that's what you want to do, go do it. Go do it, because I'm not stopping you, but I'm not going to be there. And that also comes from a level of self-love, self-respect, self-worth, knowing your worth, your value. I know myself enough to know the value that I bring into people's lives. So you think I'm gonna accept small from this one man over here? No. If you don't want to give me what I want and what I deserve, you just will not have access to even be in my vicinity. It's just not happening. A ring is not going to keep me staying. A ring, like, women are literally going outside for a small material item just for the sake of saying, oh, I have a person. But you have to ask yourself, is that a person worth having? And honestly, I'm not really sure if people understand the true value of marriage. Like, I understand some people see it as a piece of paper. Some people see it as by force because they family. That's the expectations they have. But in my opinion, marriage is you and another person coming together in a union to live out life in a partnership. Y'all are gonna hold each other down through life. Y'all are going to support each other. Y'all are going to do all these things for each other, and then start a family together if that's what you guys want. Raise your kids in the most ideal way that you guys see best fit for yourself. And for me, all of that needs to be on a solid foundation. I can't be with you if I don't trust you. I can't be with you if you're not loyal. Because all those things that I'm requiring out of a person, I'm going to give you that back in return. And I'm the type of person, if the relationship is not reciprocal, I'm not going to partake in it. Friendship, relationship is just not happening. If it's not reciprocal, then I'm not honoring myself. If you as the man expect me to be loyal to you and you're not being loyal to me, that is not fair. If you as a man is expecting me to be trustworthy, but you can't be trustworthy, how does that make sense? If you as a man expect for me to respect you, but you don't respect me, how does that work? Because at that point, you have to understand the relationship is not balanced. So to have a ring from a man does not mean nothing. Having a ring and being in a marriage, being called a wife, does not mean anything if it is not coming from a person of quality. And I'm always going to stand on that.